We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Thundercats issue 4. This is from the 2024 series from Dynamite, written by Declan Shalvey, art by Drew Moss, colors by Martina Pignedoli, letters by Jeff Eckleberry. I have cover A by David Nakayama, edited by Nate Crosby. The concept for the cover's okay, but it's a bit silly. It's very manga inspired. You know, the rippling of the face, a tooth falling out. It's a bit trite. At least it's action packed, but it's just not that great of a cover. It's okay. And this scene does not happen in the book at all. So Lion-O's pining over his feelings for Calica, and the Thundercats are trying to figure out what they're supposed to do, whether they're going to stay here or try and take off into space. And that's when the alarm sounds. But it's not who you think. It's not the mutants from Plundar. In fact, Slythe is being held captive and making new friends at the same time. But with the Thundercats under siege from some strange enemies, they encounter Mumra for the first time. Mumra offers to recruit Lion-O, and at the same time something goes horribly wrong at the ship. This is also the first appearance of the Thundercats' famous vehicle, and there is allusions that Third Earth may hold some really interesting secrets that we don't know about. Overall, this was a solid issue. It appears to be the end of the first story arc. It's a good cliffhanger ending to lead you into wanting to get the next issue, and it does that very effectively. The art style is a little messier than I would care to admit to normally. I was overall liking it, but it's starting to look a little disproportionate to me. People look a little fat sometimes when they're supposed to just look big, muscular. So it looked a little bit rushed maybe, but it's definitely not the best work by this artist. Overall though, the art style is functional. Again, I still wish Tigero would shave that stupid mustache off. And while there are some changes to the storyline of how they got to Third Earth from the animated series, it's still a really good adaptation, and I do like some of the changes that they've made. The telepathic link between Lion-O and Snarf makes the story a lot more interesting and a bit more difficult for Snarf to communicate with the others, but it also explains why he says Snarf all the time. So I thought this was actually a pretty solid issue. It does have a lot of unresolved plot hooks that are meant to get you to buy the next issue, obviously, but like I said, it does that very effectively. So good storytelling. The art, like I said, is a bit rough at times, but overall it's serviceable. I would like them to get a more traditional comic artist on here that doesn't have quite as much manga influence, but I think the storytelling saves whatever flaws are in the art, and it has a very cinematic flair that is done very well in the confines of sequential art. So I'm absolutely going to recommend this. This has been a very fun series so far. It's a really good take on the Thundercats, and I'm intrigued to see where this book is going to go. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.